completing his 10-year term in the office.
Democracy. Basi kifika time toka ukianza kuleta minhaji mingine.
Taking into consideration the Constitution, it is important that as leaders we obey the law. I urge you not to go against the law or any section of the Constitution, because the Constitution is there to help us.
The body of the wife of the former Prime Minister, Dr. Salim Ahmed Salim, Amna Rifai Salim, who passed away after a heart attack, has been laid to rest at Kisutu Cemetery in Dar es Salaam, with various readers in attendance, including the second phase government, President Al-Hassan Mwinyi.
Na salamu za pole, Mheshimiwa Rais ameomba tuzidi kumwombea mzee wetu Dr. Salim Ahmed Salim ambaye anaendelea na matibabu apone haraka. Tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu amweke mahala pema peponi marehemu mama yetu na awape subra na ustahimilivu Mheshimiwa Dr. Salim Ahmed Salim pamoja na familia katika kipindi hiki kigumu cha msiba. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. Amin.
News comes next after the break. In international news, preparations for the general election to be held early next year in Uganda are in high gear, with political parties looking for different ways of getting support, whereby FDC party now has a new flag bearer after Dr. Kiiza Besigye decided to pull out of the presidential race.
Bonfire.
Our campaign this time round will reach all Ugandans, even those in rural areas, so all Ugandans have a chance to vote.
President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya and opposition leader from ODM party Raila Odinga have continued their campaign to support the Building Bridges Initiative report, BBI, in Kisumu town, with both saying the report is of great benefit to the nation.
Tuweke ambition zetu chini kidogo, na sio kusema ya kwamba tunapinga mtu yeyote. Tunasema tunataka Wakenya wote wakuje pamoja, tufanye yale ambayo italetea kila Mkenya haki pahali popote alipo.
Sisi tumesema tunataka vile vile kuona kama hakuna mapigano, kama kuna uchaguzi hakuna mapigano, hakuna tear gas. Tutafanya uchaguzi, matokeo yatakuwa ni sawa na watu wataridhika, watu watasalimiana.
Tanzania Ports Authority is expected to open an office in Bujumbura, with the Ambassador of Tanzania in Burundi saying that the move will strengthen trade relations between the two countries.
This is in order to improve services offered by Tanzanian ports by bringing services closer to customers here in Burundi.
And that is the end of international news. Business news comes next after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
And in business news, local cement producers in Tanga have found a reliable market for their products in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a situation that has contributed to industrial development and increased revenues.
Kwa kweli sasa hivi tumejili biashara. Unajua watu wanazungumzia chokaa.
People talk about lime, but we don't deal in lime only. We sell lime and magnesium used to purify copper.
Kutegemea na mahitaji ya soko la Tanzania na la East Africa.
Given the demand in Tanzania and East Africa, we hope that if the market permits it, to double cement production.
The government has directed the state mining corporations, TAMICO, to create a system that can identify sedimentary rocks and evaluate the amount of minerals present underground so as to allocate appropriate mining areas for small-scale miners.
Mara nyingi wachimbaji walikuwa wanakwenda kuchimba kwa kubahatisha.
In most cases, miners mine by taking a guess. Some sell houses and others farms, so they could invest in mining. So we must therefore move from there and enable miners to know if that area has minerals. We started the construction of the 3 centers, costing the government 4.7 billion.
Policy Research on Africa, APRA, has called on the Ministry of Agriculture to put more emphasis on commercial farming of rice and sunflower, as research has shown that it will make farmers more productive and improve their livelihoods.
When people take part in commercial farming, they reduce poverty because participants are able to leave poverty behind. There are laws governing land, meaning that land could be allocated to them. We could loan land from the village, but by also providing them with.
And that is the end of business news. Sports news comes next after the break.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Joaquinho, he did lose and then.
And in sports, the Vodacom Premier League's defending champion Simba Sports Club tested their first defeat this season at the hands of Tanzania Prison in Sumbawanga, Rukwa. The only goal game was scored by Samson Bangula in the 14th minute. Manchester United have warned Mason Greenwood regarding his discipline with the 19-year-old's poor timekeeping, a particular issue. Here's the story.
Promptly on a number of occasions recently, and so has been reminded of his responsibilities. Greenwood, who enjoyed a breakthrough season of 17 goals last term, was not in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's squad for United's past 2 games, the 4-1 win at Newcastle on Saturday and the 2-1 victory against Paris Saint-Germain in their opening Champions League group game on Tuesday. Before the win in Paris, Solskjaer was asked whether it was correct that Greenwood was not in the squad because of an off-field issue. The manager denied this and stated Greenwood had a niggle. Although it is understood the player has had a minor problem, he was also censured regarding his tardiness.
Raheem Sterling has called on social media companies to show real leadership and take proper action against online abuse after a study identified more than 3,000 explicitly abusive messages were sent to Premier League's player during Project Restart. Here's more detail.
The study, produced by the Professional Footballers Association in partnership with the data science company Signify Group and supported by Kick It Out, used machine learning systems to analyze messages sent publicly via Twitter to 44 black and ethnic minority current and former players, 39 from the Premier League, Women's Super League and EFL, and 5 from Serie A and the Bundesliga. It found that 56% of the discriminatory abuse was racist, with 43% of the Premier League players experiencing racist abuse during the 6-week period in June and July. Almost 30% form, which the study found was usually not detected by algorithms designed to intercept abusive messages.
Tottenham's Calmicia's late collapse against West Ham on Sunday has not persuaded Jose Mourinho there is any reason to be pessimistic about extending his % records in Europe, secondary club, as his side begin the Europa League group stage against Lask in the Tottenham's Hotspur Stadium tonight. Here's the story.
In the last game, Spurs conceded 3 times in the last 8 minutes as a comfortable 3-0 lead evaporated, and it was put to Mourinho that those with long memories would consider such displays so typical of the club that they might be described as Spursy. Against West Ham, Gareth Bale missed a chance to score a 4th goal and settle the match, and Mourinho warned fans not to expect the Welshman to replicate that earned him a world record move to Real Madrid in 2013. With the final 2 group games scheduled for December in what Mourinho called the midst of a completely crazy fixture congestion, Spurs will be determined to beat the team 5th in the Austrian Bundesliga in tonight's opener.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin. Thank you for watching and good night.